Good morning, all. So today we'll be playing another game section. So this will be your application of reactor species. So kindly log in. Yes, sir. We'll wait for the other two. Let them come. Others can log in and wait for some time. Yes, can log in through this one MTech and here. Okay, I'll explain the rules again. So you have three power-ups, like a 50-50 option will be there. So like two wrong answers will be eliminated if you select that power-up. And one is erase option will be there, where one of the incorrect answer you can remove it. Like if you select that option, the incorrect answer will go off. And another is like you can reattempt the same question, whichever you have attempted wrong. And there will be a timer running for each question. If you try to answer fast, their power-ups also increases for that. Okay. So let me start the game. Everyone have joined. Yes. Okay. One of the person have answered correct. Yeah. So your scores also increases if you answer fast. So Abbas, Jay, Ank is Ankita. Come on, people, start answering fast. Then only you can come on the top of the leaderboard. Abbas is leading now with four answers. one incorrect. Maybe they would have used some power ups for the answering. Still, Abbas is leading with two incorrect, I think so. You're this class? You're in this class? Okay. No, okay. Okay. So, no, sir. Yeah. JST has leaded the board now. Abbas again came up. So you can refer your notes if you want to get the answers. Yes, sir. Don't be in there. Yes. Abbas and JST are leading now. We'll see who's coming in the top. Yes. One more question is left. Yeah, finish the game. Still, you have to finish it. Still, it's pending like last some more. You're done with the questions. It's okay. 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 So Abbas third place, Vikas second, and Jayashree is in the first position. So without incorrect, she answered all the questions. No, 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 no. They gave their own name. Like third position is Abbas. Yes, they both interchanged. Do you want to like retake this game again? Interested, we can give. If you are interested, we can replay it. Oh, maybe we can. Yeah, yeah. But the music is for the time is like getting reduced for that indication. It's there, sir. The time is like getting reduced for the question. Each question there is a timer running behind. So for that the music goes in that way. So maybe it is yeah, about 10 that time. Maybe the music is coming from the speaker only, or from each individual's mobile. I don't know. Hmm. Because in the mobile also we will reduce it. So people want to retake the quiz game, or we can end the game. So it's okay. Yes, sir. So any feedback to improvise the games for the next course? You felt the questions were very lengthy to read and answer. Okay, fine. So thank you all. Thank you.
So all competition and going after and just looking at the side and going like this, all that uh, this is a nice what should I say, platform to let that all out for the course. The rest of the thing is not competitive. Is I was telling somebody that I don't think learning is a spectator sport. We have a lot of these discussions, right? So I don't believe learning is a spectator sport. We discuss my different way of evaluation and all that. Then one of the questions that comes up is, how do you differentiate between students? I said, I don't want to differentiate between students because if you think about it, what these exams, entrance exams do is they give you ranks and all that, but hardly matters. The first, you cannot really differentiate between the first 100 maybe. After that, 200, 101 to maybe 1000 something, you really cannot differentiate. On their good day, they'll probably come out. So that is what I believe the class composition is. Yeah, some people fall behind and all that for other reasons. That's a different issue. They are unable to perform. But in terms of capacity, in terms of this thing, your entrance exams take care of. So that's why the grades will also be very broadly based. People who do badly because of some difficulty and so on and so forth, those are the ones who would get lower grades. Otherwise, broad bands in grades. It so happens that Karthik Vaidyanathan, he is an adjunct in applied mechanics now. He, when I was looking to improve some aspects of this course, because this is an information-based course. You know, in the transport, there's a lot of math that kind of keeps you occupied in the class. That is. So I was trying to figure out some way of keeping students occupied in the class in some parts of the course, and there was the first few years it was difficult. And then I was looking for some ways and means when Karthik Karthik is an alumnus in the 90s. And then, of course, he was in the IT industry, and he was in a top position, and then he decided to quit that and start out his own on game-based learning. He had done some exercises on game-based learning for corporates. He liked it. He wanted to do it. And then he approached IIT Madras. This was way back in 2016. I think, when did Krishna Priya join? 2016 she joined. 2017 she was in our group. So I think we played the first game in 2017. Yeah. So he joined, and then the dean sent out a note saying this game-based learning. I saw that as something that could take care of this issue of the interest going down in these sessions of in these sections of the course. So I attended that lecture, and then I talked to him. Said, I think this will help. Can we develop a game? Said, yeah, he was running some programs kind of a thing. Krishna Priya was the first TA, so I told Krishna Priya, this is your only job. You develop 2 or 3 games for the course. This is the only job is it as a TA. So she attended that course and then picked up. She developed some board games for this class, which was played in engineering design 307. Or that was the earlier classroom for this course before it came to our ground floor. I think engineering design could not spare rooms, and therefore we had to find our own room. That was very good. I have a video also somewhere of people, and you could visually see people excited while playing that game. Very stark. People like it. The students like it, and so on. It's fun. You learn something as a part of it. It's if you tune it properly, good reinforcement and things like that. So that's how it started. Yeah. Why did I bring that? Yeah. He is now he's putting an NPTEL course together on game-based learning, and then he said he wants to interview some of us who believe in this and who have an orientation towards learning and things like that. And that interview happens to be next 11:15 in the other NPTEL studio. So I can tell him I'm coming fresh from playing a game here and so on. So he thought he'll interview some of us, and then that could also be a part of his course. Oh, that is nice. So I'll have to run from here to ICSR. It's an L2. Okay. I hope all of you have picked up something to do for your leverage RS exercise. Okay, high time. If you're not done and if you're having trouble, then reach out to me. You should have something to work on. It's a creative process, so it will turn you inside out. I mean, people who have done the CFA will know. Who have not done the CFA, it is something that will turn you inside out. But it's an amazing learning experience just for the same reason. Okay. And it's all yours. I mean, whenever people say that, thanks for guiding me, I write back saying, I didn't guide you. So make it very clear that I didn't guide anybody. I just set up an exercise so that you'll learn to operate at your best. So do that. The presentation schedule is all there. Have I put it up on the Moodle? No, is it? You have it. Okay. I'll put it up just for completeness. Yeah, I wanted to put it up. Missed it. Okay, today sometime I'll put it up. The first 2 on Monday, right? No. This is 15th. On 15th is when we start. So yeah, we have some time before that. Monday, we will please read those 2 papers. They are quite intense papers. So one to give you an idea of systems biology. If you don't have an idea, that will take some time. If you have not done a course in systems biology, it will take some time because it's a totally different kind of thinking. We'll talk about that when we discuss after the incentive. And the other one is, of course, reactive species based, our own work. Please read that. I don't expect you to understand the whole thing. As long as you get some import of that, that's all I'm looking for. So you don't have to spend too much time. As long as you get to know what it is doing, whenever there's a need, you can always go back, pick up the necessary information used. It's very useful. It was very well received. Within the first week, I think we had some 250 plus responses and so on and so forth. This has never happened to our papers. It was good. Subhashri and the entire team did a good amount of very relevant work. Anything else that you want to talk about? You all know the date for submission of your RS leverage exercise, right? A week before 6th, right? Let me. A week before the last day of classes. No, not 6th there. The last day of classes is 18th. We decided on 12th. 12th? No, this is April, right? When is the last day of classes? No, sorry. You have your presentations here. Or 26th, you meant? 26th. Yeah, 26th, right. 26th, yeah, that's a good 3 weeks from now. 26th, midnight, please send it to my S-mail address with your plagiarism check report along with your regular report. Anything else that you want to discuss? How are you finding the course? You could not get enough time. Yeah, that's because your background is different. When the background is different, it takes a lot of time to. You doing part time. Right. But you've been doing fine with this thing. You're fine. Yeah, that's all you're looking for. Depending on if you really want to work in the area and so on and so forth, you invest a lot more time. Of course, you pick it up to a certain level, that's fine. Yeah, because the difficulty didn't show up. I mean, initially, you took some time to get used to the kind of thinking that is needed. Then I think most of you did. I think now it's all full in the quizzes. Yeah, you miss out something, you miss out, but otherwise it's all full. Okay. What else? So we are next. So yeah, tomorrow we are not meeting. Just in case. Okay, that's a time that's given to you for reading, especially these two papers, which will take time to read. Monday we will meet with the incentive first, and then a discussion on that. That discussion is actually new. Last time I didn't have the work done. The paper published. The work was reasonably done. The paper was not published. So when you write a paper, there's a certain thought process that gets solidified. And that I didn't have for the previous course. So Monday's lecture is kind of brand new. Other lectures I just needed to tweak them, but this one I had to create. So that and the quiz I'll have to create. Okay. Any generic questions? Anything reactor species based or otherwise? You can ask. Feel free. No, I think it's fine. I mean, little you need to slow down a little bit. For many people, whatever is essentially required will take time. For that matter, how many faculty members are expert teachers? Very few. It's a population. It's the same as in any population. It's the same as in any aspect that needs a talent. right? Each one is talented in a different aspect. So that is fine. If you look at teaching alone and you look at the talent, it is distributed, right? So it's a little unfair to expect a person without talent to perform to the level of the person with talent. That's what I meant. Okay, that's what I meant by that's what I meant in the context of appropriate choice. You will certainly improve with hard work, but my strategy is you choose something where you have a certain advantage, where you're a natural. There will always be aspects in that in which you'll have to put in the hard work. Then the hard work will take you much higher. That's all. I'm not against the concept of hard work being unnecessary. No, hard work is absolutely necessary, especially if you want to contribute at the highest levels. Hard work is very necessary. But if you just stick to hard work without any consideration of what you are good at, not for the long term. For a course, for this thing, yeah, you put in the time, it'll happen. Okay. And I'll tell you this. I was a good student. Okay. I don't know whether I've told this class that I was a good student right from school. Between KG and 10th standard, I dropped to second rank once. In my fourth standard, in a mid-term exam, we used to have quarterly exam, half-yearly exam, and there used to be an exam in between. I was very sick during that period. People said that I almost died. Okay, I had severe jaundice and other things. So I was off school for some weeks. And then when I was ready to go back to school, I went and wrote the exam, which was the midterm exam. And that was the only exam I came second in, right? So from that to 10th standard. From 10th standard, I've been top few something. So that's also a skill. I mean, much later I realized that's also a talent to appropriately strike. I never put in any hard work to do that. Okay, I used to play every evening with cricket or something. I mean, cricket usually in the high school and so on and so forth, every evening without fail. And my classmates never understood that, but I used to tell them, I don't put in any hard work. I mean, I don't put in any special work with that. I was very regular, very regular. I wouldn't, that regularity was important for me. Okay, and so no extra work and things like that. What is it trying to say now? Why did I get into this? Uh, right. Yeah, now I got my train of thought back. So that, and then I joined IIT. IIT JEE was hard work for me, very hard work for me. Okay, and then the first year I was fine. I was the second in class. I could have moved into mechanical if I had applied for a branch change. I did not apply. I was in chemical. I didn't apply at the last. I mean, thought about it a lot and then somehow decided not to apply. I don't even know why. I mean, I was not even clear why I didn't apply, but I didn't. I mean, I knew that I didn't want to apply. Let me put it that way. I was clear, but I didn't know a logical reason for that and so on. In my second year, my CGPA dropped badly. Okay. I didn't understand it at all. I didn't understand it till probably about 10 years ago. Okay. That's because math is not natural for me. I'm an experimentalist. Okay. That's the reason I'm an experimentalist. I can see in experiments, I cannot see in math modeling. Okay. I'll do it. All these papers, there's enough contribution. That is all through hard work. I've written a book on transport, completely mathematical based, with a foreword from Bird, the first author of the paradigm shifting book in the area. Okay. I was on cloud 9 when he agreed. Cloud 9 for a week when he agreed. Okay. So on. And that is the reason why whatever work I was putting in was not enough to take me up to that competitive level in doing it with ease. That's what I Okay. Whereas I am from a family of medical doctors. Medicine was, I mean, biology, medicine, that view was kind of natural to me. I don't have to put in much effort. My dissections were commended and so on. At 45, I realized I should have taken my natural route. Okay. This is after starting up 2 departments, writing books and so on. So that is what I did. A lot of hard work in anything that you do. Whereas in teaching, yeah, I knew in my 8th standard that I wanted to teach. And of course, what became clear later. I would have taught whatever I did. And there, um, whatever is most important according to me gets seen by other people maybe 10 years, 15 years later. That's what I mean. You'll be able to see them, and therefore you'll be able to be much more effective in a competitive kind of an environment. So it'll be much easy for you. You don't have to put in much effort. It'll come to you because you're wired there. Okay. This is against these 10,000 hours of practice and all that, I know, but it is not. It is only at the choice point of view. After that, yeah, you put in the hard work. You put in the hard work, and only then. Same thing with, I tell my daughter also, dance, she has an orientation, but she has to put in the hard work for the performance to turn out well. There's so much of practice needed. Although she doesn't have to do much to remember the various things and so on and so forth. Her classmates or whatever, her dance classmates struggle with that, but she will, once she looks at it once and she'll pick up the sequence of steps without any problem. But you'll have to practice so that it comes fluently, naturally, in a group especially, so that the others can appreciate at a much higher level. Practice is certainly needed. Hard work is certainly needed. That's right. Did I answer your question? Or what was your question? To become a better teacher, you'll have to be a better learner. Yes, I fully agree. Be more open. In a conversation, I mean, if especially if there's an argument, most of the time the other person wants to get the word in rather than looking at the merit of the other side. Okay. If you extend that to whatever you do in the regular learning process, and that is what takes away quite a bit of learning. Quite receptive. If these two things can be improved, learning will automatically improve. Because you're ready to receive, you're not ready to oppose it. You're not thinking of ways to oppose it. You're not thinking of based on incomplete knowledge and so on and so forth. So then the learning will improve. And once the learning improves, of course, by observation, by being more sensitive and so on and so forth, which is unfortunate, which people in engineering STEM lose out somehow. We are taught that our feelings are not important. They're absolutely important for learning. And so you become more sensitive that way. Don't worry about others saying, what are you doing, all this and so on and so forth. Be a little quieter and be mentally free to receive, you'll automatically be a better learner. And yeah, I agree that better learning helps better teaching, but that's not the only thing. That gives you good input, yes. You need to act on that appropriately to be a good teacher. Yeah, any other questions that Abbas's question kindles? By the way, I brought up my CGPA. I was a topper again in my final year when nothing mattered. When I mean, that is no big deal in terms of competition because nobody is competitive in the final year. I kept doing my work and I was automatically the topper in my batch. I think I dropped to 5th in class or something like that. Oh, bio was always my interest. I wanted to do I took bio courses in my third year, fourth year predominantly. And then I applied for biochemical engineering positions in the graduate school. I went to University of Cincinnati because that was one of the few offers that I got with assistantship, and there was a person, I think Professor Greenberg, who was supposed to be in the bio area. I land up. I mean, this was '86, so I land up there. The person says I no longer work in that area. He was the only person in that area. And then I had to do some other. I did some work on aerosols, and then I shifted to Drexel for bio. Bio was always one of my roommates at in Philadelphia used to say, "VK, you're taking the longest route to medicine." So that was very apparent in whatever I did. That the ease with biological systems was relative ease, not too much ease. Relative ease with biological systems was apparent, and he used to say that you're taking the longest route to medicine. Okay, 10:44. Oh no, it's more like 10:48. That's slow. I didn't realize. No, 10:48 is here. So 10:46. That's 4 minutes slow. Sorry. Oh, good. Then it's a good time. We don't have to stretch this further. I also need to go there. We'll meet on Monday next. Please read up the papers. See you people.